I fell in love with one of my best friends at the time, and I was just remembering this whole story when I woke up today. You know what I'm saying? You know, you gotta wake up and just sit to yourself for a while. I think, you know, Ye had a tweet. I don't know if I'm gonna edit this, so don't expect no fancy little screenshots, but Ye had a tweet where it's like, you know what, just wake up and for the first hour, don't touch your phone, don't grab anything. Just, you know, just let your thoughts just go, because that's when your subconscious mind is like the most infused with your conscious mind, and things that you may not admit to or may not, you know what I'm saying, participate in thought-wise. Your conscious mind has less of a defense while you're sleepy. And I was rethinking about the pain this situation brought me, because check this out. I remember what she told me. Basically, old girl like had a nigga, right? And I was like, cool. We were like friends, and I was starting to feel a little, you know, feel a little sweet on her. And then she meets some new nigga. I introduced them on accident. Bruh. She meets this new nigga, right? And then it's like, I watched this nigga live out my dreams right in front of me, because she ends up leaving old boy for this new dude, and I was like, bruh, I was heated, man. I ain't even gonna get into the story too much. That's not what this video is about. I remember when we had tried to talk to work it out after, it didn't really work out. Why? I wear my heart on my sleeve, man, and you know, it was obvious as hell. I was jealous as shit. And she told me something that stuck with me to this day. She said, jealousy is really ugly. Well, that is what inspired this video, because I started to think about it, and I was like, yo, I'm an alchemist, you feel me? If you watch this channel, you probably an alchemist. And as alchemists, you don't just have gold all around you. You don't even have silver all around you. No, you get lead and you become an alchemist by having to consistently turn that into gold. So I was in the shower today. I woke up. This is like a chronological play-by-play of my whole day. I woke up, I went in the shower. Now I'm thinking, jealousy is really ugly, but jealousy has been one of the biggest motivators I've ever had in life to level up. And I thought about it. This goes deep, deep, deep. It goes back to when I first started making music, right? I first started rapping. I was 14 years old, right? And what really inspired me to start taking rapping more seriously, like, was, you know, Tyler, the Creator, and the whole Odd Future movement. I'm not that old, so it wasn't popping while I was getting into it, but I was like doing the research from like 5 years ago from the time I'm talking about. I was researching all the stuff that happened back then. It was really inspiring, because, you know, for the first time I had seen myself in a public figure, right? And I was like, damn, I relate to this. The bars he's spitting, I didn't even know it yet. I had, like, you know, from my parents' oldies and everything, I loved the neo soul jazzy sound, and I took that love with me to, you know, Tyler's music. And then, you know, I was just getting more and more into music, getting more and more into artists I like, and I started to notice something. A lot of the artists I related to, right? The Tylers, the Kanyes, the Andres, the Cuddies. I noticed that they, at some point or another, would all have like a heavy hand in producing their own shit. And some of them completely produce their own shit. Like Tyler completely produced his own shit. Kanye, he came up making them beats, and he like was basically behind the boards them first two albums when he was really chopping up at the MPC doing his thing. And I started to get, you know, not like jealous, like it was tearing me up, but I was like, damn, all right, you know, I see myself in these people. So, you know, consciousness is a mirror. They must see themselves in me, meaning if, you know, I'm supposed to develop, if I see myself in them and they develop artistically this way, maybe I should start, you know, gaining that skill set, having a good heavy hand in my production. And at first I was heated because I wasn't good at making beats. I made shit beats. Everybody makes shit beats when they first start out. But, you know, that drive to be like, you know what? I do want to have the beat sound in a certain way. I do want a certain type of beat. I do like a certain type of sound when it comes to instrumentals. I was into like that soulful shit, you know, Tribe. I liked Dilla beats, you know, rest in peace, Dilla, Flying Lotus. You get what I'm going at if you into this music shit. But I had to eventually gain that skill set, and I would have never done that if I was never, you know, a little jealous. Because I'll be honest, bro, this is Still Blunt Talk villain era. I'm honest about when I'm a fuck nigga. Being a little jealous, being a little envious, like, damn, okay, they talented enough to do this. Tyler over there playing keys and everything. Shit, I started playing keys. I started playing guitar because I would look at niggas who could play guitar like Daniel Caesar, Steve Lacy. They making cool ass shit I want to make. I want to do that. And one could call, maybe I'm being a little harsh on myself calling it jealousy, one could just say I was being inspired, and I felt like, you know, instead of people being like, yeah, man, you should try producing too, I was like, come on, nigga, like, you gotta catch up, you feel? Because the people that you looking up to, the people that you wanna be like, the people you admire the most, they're all doing this one thing. So obviously there's a part of you deep down that wants to be on that level, so you gotta do it. And I didn't know it yet, but my production would become integral to my music. I started off rapping. A lot of people don't know that, because what I get a lot of attention for, have always gotten a lot of attention for, was for the beats I was making. And I didn't even start off with beats, but just subconsciously seeing myself in these other people that had similar artistic values and similar artistic approach and similar artistic methods to me, and the way they thought about things and all that. I realized not only did I have to have a hand in the production, I had to basically be all the way behind the boards, and I'm all the way the better for it, because a lot of time I get praise, and, you know, people are the most surprised by, you know, the beats, the mixing, this, that, and the third, and like the equipment I did it with. And of course, you know what? I was gonna edit this video and be more subtle about it, but fuck that. I might not edit this one, bro. This one is going straight from the dome to your Google Chrome, you feel me? We doing a new thing, we upload them whenever. I'm gonna let these ideas hit as soon as I get them, because I feel the closer to the impulse you are when you get it, the more like on divine timing you are. That's some free game for your ass. But yeah, check out the fucking album, man. Even the goddamn YouTube playlist is in the hyper follow. Go check out, check out the first track. And if you come back here and tell me, if you really don't think I'm cooking after that first track, just check it out, bro. But back to the topic of the video. Yeah, being, you know, somewhat jealous that these people that I admired had this skill set that I didn't have yet. It drove me to get that skill set, right? And now I couldn't do without it. That's like, you know, that's the producing is when I get to feel how meticulous I am and use all my knowledge of music and sample and really feel encyclopedic in my knowledge. So, you know, jealousy, that's already a huge example in my life and my artistry, which is paramount to me. How jealousy made me actually develop as a human being. But here's the second big example. And emphasis on big, you know what I'm saying? What you think? What you think? I just came out here to flex my physique, you know what I'm saying? So no, I mean, yes, but to make a point. I used to be like skinny, right? Like I used to be a skinny dude. If I was editing this, I would put a picture, but I'm trying to have this go straight up. So yeah, I was a skinny dude at one point, and I went to being somebody, you know, of a decent build. Like I'm not, you know, fucking Cali muscle or the nigga who be eating food and dancing. I'm not that level of buff, but you know what I'm saying? People see me, they know I ain't nothing to fuck with. People see me, they be complimenting, they be like, oh, do you work out? What workouts do you do? You know what I'm saying? I be seeing people checking me out, you feel me? And you know, if I, you know, wear my shirt a little open, motherfuckers gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? So, and how did I get to this point? From having, you know, kind of like being like I wasn't fucking starving child skinny. No, I was just a regular like skinny dude. If I didn't work out, I probably would have ended up skinny fat at this age, that type of thing. And I became more muscular because of that initial story I was telling you about. Y'all all know this, man. Look, the jealousy started because I remember when she started liking him. And then I remember I was like listening to fucking New Magic Wand after that on the way to the gym, because first I just knew. And the worst part is, I'm spilling hella tea in this video, but the worst part is this nigga, like, we both went to the same gym where we was at. So, you know, I already knew he was over there doing his shit, and I was ready to demolish some shit in that damn gym, right? But that wasn't the foundation of the jealousy. That jealousy just kicked off the before one, right? I'm gonna sound like a big fuck nigga in this video, but I remember a friend of mine that I was real close with, and then, you know what I'm saying, up till the beginning of college, then we kind of like went our own ways. I was seeing him, he used to be just like me, you know, like a skinny dude, not like fucking starving, but a regular skinny kid. And I started to see this nigga get jacked, bro. And I was like, okay, hold up, cause bro, we was growing up together. We wasn't growing up together, but we would always be hanging out, go to a little 7-Eleven. Niggas would be like, oh, y'all skinny, but whatever. But now you leveling up, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it as if I was like, oh, I'm happy you getting gains, man. Nah, the drive came from, man, I want those fucking gains. Yeah, Because I'm an alchemist, y'all. And if you watching this, you probably an alchemist. And when you're a depressive individual like me, you're more prone to negative emotions. It's a generational curse. It's a generational curse. We're trying to break it. You have to break out of those generational curses. You have to learn that emotion is just energy in motion. So if something negatively affects you, if something makes you jealous, if something makes you spiteful, it's a reason why some of the most spiteful people are old as hell. You ever realize a nigga that's old as fuck still hanging on to some beef? Bro, cause spite, hate, jealousy, envy, they raise a lot of energy, right? They raise, and a lot of people use it to think themselves into the fucking gamut. When you could instead have these negative emotions, get to the root and be like, okay, you know, it's wrong to just be jealous of a motherfucker. Why am I jealous? Oh, he leveled up, he bossed up, got a bigger physique, he got the bitch I want. Okay, fuck that. I'ma, you know, use that aggression to make me more of, because let's be honest here, if you're jealous of somebody, you want to be like them. You're a fan. You want to be like them. You want to be like them, bro. I even explained it in my last video, bro. I was coming hard for Kendrick and Pac, not partially because like that whole, like, I explained it in the video, but there's certain attributes of them that I've tried to have and I don't. So, you know, part of my inspiration for making that video, where I admittedly, while I was filming it, I felt passionate. It's fucked up. But I felt really passionate while making that video because I was just holding on to that, you know, anger for so long about, okay, how come some niggas, you know, they could go ahead and feel good pretending or not pretending to be everything to everybody, and when I try to do it. What I'm saying is this: envy, don't look at negative emotions as a completely negative experience, because if they create a lot of energy in you, look, you can turn that into a blessing. And that's what being an alchemist is. But yeah, so my man was getting swole, and I saw this nigga who, he was like the same height and weight as me. He was basically like a different race version of me, and it's, I don't want to spill too much tea, but it's just like, damn. Like, I'm watching this nigga live out my dreams, and it's just like, what the fuck? Okay, shit. Jealousy is real ugly. I'm gonna show y'all real ugly, because I got real fine after that. You feel me? Like, basically my whole foundation of like my image and, you know, my self-image and stuff, like, it really started to change around then, because I really was motivated to do a lot of work on myself, because I felt like shit, not only, you know, being rejected in favor of someone else, and I introduced them, but also like feeling like shit because me and that girl I'm talking about, we're not friends anymore. We haven't even talked since that year. It's been 2 fucking years. We didn't make up. And, you know, it was my fault for being such a hard head, you know what I'm saying? When you make your feelings other people's business, it can never really end well. This is a life tip. Learned it the hard way. And that, you know, kind of was weighing on me too. And that was motivation to be better as well. I wanted to be better, you know, to not lose opportunities like that, right? But I would have never had that drive, that passion, if I was just getting sad or, oh, what is it? No, I was fucking angry. I was jealous as shit. And you gotta understand, man, I told y'all in that video that a lot of y'all liked, as a man, you need to learn how to control your aggression before it controls you. Oh yeah, I got my shit in check. Apologize to shorty, but fuck, later, that whole next month, bro, from that next day, I was hitting them motherfucking weights. And that was my way of, after apologizing to myself, making it up to myself, right? Because it's not good to be jealous. It's not good to be angry. All I'm saying is, you is gonna get a surge of energy. You know what I'm saying? The devil can't outsmart God. The devil can't outsmart the innate principles of consciousness that lead us toward love. You know what I'm saying? Toward divinity. The devil can't outsmart that. So when the devil rise up in you with fucking anger, man, nigga don't know I'm finna turn this shit into motivation to be an even better person, get even more fucking self-esteem, and be able to spread more love and heal myself. So yeah, don't always look at negative emotions as a negative experience, especially if you're depressive like me, because a lot of the time that rage, that's gonna be the strongest thing in you, and you're gonna feel that energy. It all depends on how you use it. Thanks for watching. Love y'all.